Hello everybody, my name is Alan from Sauber-Lab, and today I want to just explain how is the flow of my videos, how I record it, how I save, how I modify, how I do step by step until I arrive and post the video for everyone to see. Why I decided to do it? Because sometimes you have an idea, you think that you're doing everything correctly, or at least the optimal process in your mind, but some people give a different opinion, or sometimes people say, no, don't do it, you lose time, or basically people can like the idea and copy and that's use the similar flow for their own jobs or for their own things that they want to do. So in this way I will try to explain a little bit more how I do my step by step, and that you guys, if you want, you can comment, or at least you have a little bit idea how arrive the video for you guys. So if you like this idea and want to learn a little bit more about it, we're gonna show in this video. But first of all, don't forget to leave your like, consider subscribe for the channel if you don't subscribe, and let's understand a little bit more about it. As you guys already know, I post video for some times, and time by time I start to improve my videos, or at least I think that I improve. I look for my problems, what I didn't like for my previous video, and try to apply it. Sometimes it works, sometimes don't work, but at least some part of my equipment I start to change. So first videos, what I use directly to record my phone. What's the problem to record for my phone? I didn't like first the quality of my phone, because of the lights, the colors, everything was a little bit off. Other thing, once that you try to record a video, normally you're not gonna record a video for 1-2 minutes. You're gonna be 30 minutes, 40 minutes trying to record this video, and sometimes the phone get really hot, sometimes the battery run really fast, or sometimes the quality is not the way that you want. Now, those videos is quite good, but once that you try to put lights in front of you, you try to do something else, they don't work the way that you expect. Bad for the phone is depth of field. So when I'm recording here, it looks like that I'm here, and that back will be just in front of me with the phone. Once that I start to use the camera, I can feel that I have a difference. So my hands out of focus. Now if I go here, my hands will be in focus. Let's see. Yes, my hands in focus. Now my face in focus. So this is what I really like for the camera, and this reason that I decided first thing to get a camera. I didn't get a really expensive one, but I get a just good enough for my videos. They record 4Ks, they have a crop sensor, but at least I can put a quite good lens, and that this lens will give this perception. I use a 2.8, but it's a crop sensor, so if you go for full frame, of course there will be a little bit more than 2.8 this specific lens, but for my needs work quite well. So this is the camera that I use, and normally I record just in front of me. I have only one camera because I didn't want to put a second one, because normally I don't want it to be look like recording here, then I move for the other side, then I move for the other side. And also this room that I record is quite small, so not be interesting to have lots of cameras and get look like things that I don't want. So in my left have a window, so I don't want that have my window recording there. In my right have some furniture, so I don't want to show my furniture. This reason that I always show only this one, and I try to do these kind of things to be look like a little bit different. But of course it's still my house, it's not a proper studio, so didn't get all really nice. Also I have a door behind me, so always appear the door, but what can I do? I will not put something only to cover it, only for my record. So this is the camera. Other thing that's really important for any video is the audio. I think that's more important than the camera is the audio, because if you look for me and I have a little bit bad resolution or something, you can accept. But if the audio is really terrible, you're gonna hear in your ear and say, I cannot hear it, or you can put in your phone and say, really I cannot handle it. So in this way I try to change the way that I record my audio. First option I was with this one. So this one's really old, and I use a lot. I started to use initially with my phone, that I use this P2 connection. After this one I go for my DSLR, my camera, and I start to use this one. But what's the problem for this system? It's basically the quality. It's a boom mic, so they will collect the audio for front, but because it's quite far, you need to increase the gain. Once that increase the gain and you by mistake talk a little bit loud or a little bit lower, they will get a lot of noise, this one. Also they will get the noise for all the environmental. So if I get this one and I drop, let's say, if it's recorded there, they will get that noise, and I didn't like this idea. Also the environmental have some echo. I didn't get all prepared, so they will have echo, and with those microphones get more echo. This reason that I decided to move for one of those. So one of those, it looks like a Zoom remote, what I can put a lav mic. This lav mic I put directly here in my lapel, and that I can talk with this, and that's I know that's always will be the same distance. Doesn't matter if I come here close or come a little bit farther, the audio will be exactly the same. I don't need to lose time with production to change this one. And this one work well, but have only one problem, it's battery. I needed to put 2 batteries. Let's see if I remember how to open it. Yes, so I needed to put always 2 AA batteries, and they work. Yes, it's quite bulk, it's quite stable, but it's not the best option for my needs, because basically you need to have a record and transmitter, and I was putting directly in the camera. And the quality of the record for the camera, it's not the best one, and it's not flexible at all. This reason, then I decided to have a hand recorder. I decided to buy that hand recorder. I still using this one, but not for the same application. I get that hand recorder to use the microphone for the hand recorder, because everyone say that's really good. And definitely it's really good, the quality of the microphone, but really sensible. So sensible that if I breathe, they will record it. And that was crazy for me, so I need to be absolutely quiet to try to record. I could not touch anything, I could not touch the table. If I use the keyboard, it will be ta-ta-ta-ta-ta. So it was terrible, and that I had lots of look like filters in my position, and that the audio look like off in my ear. Potentially was off, but in my ear was much more off, and I didn't like it. So in this way I decided to connect this to record, and I used for some while, but I still not happy, because if I want to choose for anything else, was annoying me, because I don't have flexibility for it. I don't have the own microphone. I cannot record without lap mic. And I like to record for myself, not only for my video, but I wanted to go in the park, get the microphone and make jokes with my friends or anything. So it's something that was not working so well with this one. This reason that I decided to buy one of those Rode. It's really small, really compact. I think that I'd rather have a new revision for this one, but for me it will work, and good for these ones that come with 2. So I can put myself, I can put someone in front of me, I can record both audios, and I can have my proper microphone right here. In my videos I don't use it because I don't like to have look like these kind of things here and start to talk, because show too much. But I use exactly the same one, and I use a small lap mic, and that I transmit for the other Rode and transmit for my external recorder. So then the quality of audio, I know that's the best that I can get from the record, and because this one they record inside this audio, and in my record they still recording there, so either that's my receptor stop to work, or my hand record don't get the audio, I still have a copy of my audio directly in this one. Of course it's only 7 hours, but 7 hours without needing to unload for the computer is quite crazy, so we'll have more than enough data to keep inside this one. And normally they record a little bit reduced quality, so they record a little bit with less gain. So if by mistake I scream or talk really loud, I still be able to use the record audio plus this other audio, and sometimes I overspeak, and that's the red peak, and that's the busted audio. So I can still save and use a low quality audio. And then of course all my videos that I record, I have OBS working and recording my screen, and that's with this one I can collect and that edit after. So once that I have the video for my camera, once that I have my audio for my record and my screen record for my computer. So then I open my Synology NAS, and here in my Synology NAS I have a folder where I put all my videos. Here what I do, normally I put the sequence number of the video. At the moment I already record 454 videos in 2 channels. Always I record 2 videos in the same time. I record one in Portuguese and one in English, and I put here. I normally write the titles in English or some words that I will remember. I put the number, and that's in these numbers I have in another program what was the idea, what was the script, what I'm gonna talk about it. I don't like to have a prompt to read it because I don't think that's work for me. I normally put bullet points what I want to do, and all the time the record will be a little bit different because not always the bullet points will be the same. I have the topics that I want to talk, but sometimes I remember something different, sometimes I have a little bit different approach, and that the video come a little bit different. So never an English video will be exactly the same as a Portuguese video. So if you guys want to practice Portuguese, you can have another channel, and that I will speak Portuguese, and that will be either way a little bit different for each video, but at least I record both videos with the same idea. Also, once that I finish to record, for me the workflow for the camera work much better, because for initially my phone, I needed to connect my phone for the computer, I need to unload it, and with my camera I just get my SD card, I put my computer, and I copy everything for my folder. And if I come here in my folder, here's the structure for all the folders. So first will be my A row. A row will be all my main videos. What you guys are seeing now, it will be my A row, what I record all me to talking, everything that's going on, and that's this is all my A rows. Of course, I didn't sort between the both channels because normally I record one part of in Portuguese, one part in English, then I go for the second part in Portuguese, then the second part in English. So this reason that I have is not only one video, or it's basically 2 videos, and I need to sort it. Once that I finish to sort it and divide between the both folders, I go for my audio. As I told, I use a hand record called Zoom, and that's all my audio is recorded there, and I know that the quality is quite good there, and I never have any problem. I can adjust look like how much gain that I have, and in the future if I want to get a properly pod mic, I can still use the XLR from my recorder to power through the phantom power my microphone, but until now I didn't need to do it. And if I come here, here will be all my B-roll. If I get some shots for something specific that I want to put my video, if I wanted to have a look like my logo, my subscription, all these templates that I have, if I wanted to do any short shots that it's not my main communication, something else that I want to do, I will put exactly there because it's the correctly place to put. After this one, I can come here in my pictures. All the pictures that I take a lot of pictures because some of those look like shit. And I go for all my pictures, and normally I take a picture as RAW. So one picture will be 34 megabytes and the other picture will be 8 megabytes. What is JPEG? This JPEG I don't use for edit. Normally I use directly the RAW to edit because of the flexibility. I have a lots of extra information that I can use for get my picture. Of course, only will be myself in the picture, but at least I know that I can get the best of it. And in the end, I will have a folder where we'll save all my screen record. In this screen record, I have everything there, and the ones that I have all these folders, I leave there in my NAS until the time to edit it. Once that I decide today will edit, or a little bit early, I will go for my edit machine. It's not super powerful machine, but it's work for my needs. And then I will copy all this data directly from my computer to my edit machine in an SSD for it. And then what I'm gonna do, I will proxy this video. It will take a little bit longer for convert all the quality, because normally record 4K, and because of my computer is not powerful enough, I don't want to use too much power or be lagging all the time. So I proxy everything, and also the quality of my screen is 1080p. Why I'm gonna spend more energy, or why have this lag a lot only to have a 4K to edit? So not make sense. So I proxy everything, and then I start to edit. The program normally that I use to edit will be DaVinci because it's free, work well and don't crash so much. I tried to use other programs, but it was crashing so much that I decided that it's not worth of the stress. I started to edit something and crash and crash and crash. Other thing good for DaVinci, because I use the Synology NAS drive, so all my information is automatically saved in look like database, and this database it's backup for my Synology NAS. So either way that this computer stop to work or anything work, I still have a copy for my edit program or my video there in my Synology NAS, and also I have a backup to recover everything that I did in the case that that computer burn. What others programs don't have the same flexibility for it. And that once that I finish with it, I will export, normally export for 4K for YouTube, and then I get all this information and copy in my hard drive, external hard drive, and that I delete for my NAS, and that I will keep it clean. Normally I make 2 copies. I have 2 hard drives that I have exactly the same information, and that I copy both videos there in both hard drives, and that I delete for my edit machine and delete for my Synology NAS. I don't need to revisit it very often, so for me it's totally fine. If I needed to find something or I needed to locate something, I can go for my external hard drive and look it. And you're gonna ask, Alan, why you wanted to keep it so much? And I say, because I can, don't have any reason. I could potentially, after I finish with it, delete everything and leave it there, but I have in my mind that I like to keep this data. Maybe in the future gonna need, maybe not gonna need, but at least I keep everything there. So in this way, I explain a little bit more about my flow, how I do my videos, how I edit it, how I record, and that you guys can comment about it, have any suggestion, what could be improved, what could be changed, what it's interesting, what's not interesting, and that with this information I can use to improve myself. So if you guys like this video and think that was interesting, please don't forget to leave a like, consider subscribe for the channel if you're not subscribed, and see you next time.